Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaya, and on this channel I do a lot of beauty type stuff. Today's video though is just gonna be a real casual chit chat, get ready with me video, and we're just gonna be discussing quite a bit of topics, starting with the Jada and Will Smith thing. But before we get into this, actually I think we need to just go ahead and make sure that we set the record clear and that the focus is still the focus. We are definitely still fighting for equality in the for black people, people of color, black people. So let's not get it twisted. This is not to derail the cause or not be on focus with the cause. This is just some lighthearted content about stuff that's going on in the world. We still know that there's that we have to be focused on what's going on. Breonna Taylor, Elijah McCain, like a lot of people victims of this freaking tragic system against us have not received justice, and that's still the main messaging here. So I just wanted to make that clear, because sometimes I have to say it for myself sometimes, even because you be feeling like, dang man, like should I even put out anything like other than the messaging, because y'all know it's easy for us to get off topic. But then I had to just realize, like, honestly it's not even about that. It's just about living, just not always feeling the state of stress, you know, have an outlet. So this is my outlet. So anyways, so first topic I want to discuss with y'all, with you guys, is the topic of the whole Jada and Will Smith thing. Like, so I've been just seeing a lot of conversation on Twitter from the interesting people who on Twitter who have all sorts of opinions, just saying how, just really trying to talk shit about Jada. And how, okay, so I've been just seeing people be like, oh, first of all, Jada cheated on Will. Then she basically coerced, manipulated, and abused August during a time where he was very fragile and coming out of a fragile situation, and kind of like dressed it up as like she was trying to be there to help him, but what she was really doing was just using him for her own satisfaction. Can we stop the freaking record right there? Like, she is the villain over everything. She's the villain to the black woman, is the villain to black men in this story that people are making up in their own heads to vilify women, especially black women, in my opinion. But okay, first of all, let's talk about the cheating on Will part. If you listen to the facts that were presented and not made up, conjure up your own story and sideline thing, you would have seen in the Red Table Talk that she had, hold on, pause. I can't do my eyebrows and talk, so pause. Okay, yeah. Now I could talk. But so first of all, her cheating on Will. If you actually listening to the actual Red Table Talk that she actually did with her husband Will, and not just conjured up your own story in your brain based off of nothing, then you would have heard both Will and Jada admit that, okay, at that point in their relationship, they were not, he was basically done with her and told her to just go try to find out what makes her happy. And she was and that brings me to my next point. In that same talk, she also admitted that she was in a state of where, she was going through a freaking lot also. So this story this story that people have come up with in their heads, just talking about how like she basically used him and manipulated him. I'm like, how, sis? Because she was hurt too. She came into the relationship entanglement hurt too. So I don't understand how it's like a one-way street, and he knew what it was when he entered that relationship. So like, why are we making excuses for him? Because if the roles were reversed, which people love to say, y'all would be like, especially these guys who vilifying her, it's mostly men. If the roles were reversed, they would definitely take Will's side, saying like y'all wasn't even together. You know what I mean? Like, so anyways, my basic thoughts on that is we need to mind our business. We need to mind our business. We need to mind our business. Their relationship is their relationship, and obviously normal people can't understand it, and that's okay. Don't try to vilify the woman automatically and be like, oh well, she is basically cheating and a manipulative older person. And I'm like, no, she's not. Back up. Their relationship is something that they want us to keep private, and honestly I understand August's point of view when he was like, he just needs to set the record straight because it was affecting his money and stuff like that. But I wish kind of like it didn't never had to come to light this way, because you see how people just can't comprehend what is going on. It's like they sitting up here saying like it's stuff is like what it ain't, and it's like, are you listening? Do you have two ears to really listen to what is like being said here, or are you just responding because women are always bad? You know what I mean? That's my point. Like, I don't know. Even if you can't understand their relationship, it's not for you to understand, it's for them to understand. But don't disrespect their relationship and stop making August a victim. Like he said it so many times. Even if you watched his actual documentary and not just an interview he said it a couple times, like how he did not want to be a victim and didn't want anybody pity or sympathy and all that stuff. And that's exactly what y'all did, was make him a victim to not the person, people who really been hurting him over the years, but to Jada Smith. Get out of here. Y'all is crazy. Not y'all. You know what I'm talking about. Not y'all. Beauties are never crazy. We're just misunderstood sometimes, I would say, but never crazy. Thanks. For the most part, I don't think women are the problem. So therefore, August knew what he was getting into. Jada knew what she was getting into. They were both fully grown adults when they made the conscious decision. Emphasis on conscious. This decision, adult decision, to enter into an entanglement together. Now, all the other extra details that we don't even know, like us assuming like was everything talked about before the relationship, like were they on the same page in the relationship, that's unknown, because that was discussed on either the Red Table Talk or in August's interview or in his documentary. It was not discussed if they were on the same page. All we know is that he had to walk away from that relationship because there wasn't, quote unquote, enough space being given for him to fully be himself and express himself how he wanted to within that relationship. So therefore he had to walk away. My grandma said, okay, I got my voter thing in the mail, and my grandma just text, because I had put it on Facebook, like, I gotta look up all these people for the primary election ballot because I want to make sure I'm making an informed decision. And she had sent over who she voting for. She sent over who she voting for. I love it. But she's like, oh no, make your own decisions, I'm just sending it over, no need for discussion. I don't know if she's trying to say we talk too much or something, but she sent it over, and I thought that was so nice because I really don't even know where to even start for half these people. for all of them actually, because you don't see advertising for the primary elections. You don't really see any advertising like to see like who the person is and what's their character and all that. Like it's just you know, you just have to kind of wing it. But I'ma definitely do my research, because God forbid we get another nutcase like the people we have in office now. Moving on. So the next thing that like came up was Kanye is trying to run for office. But my take on the situation, because actually Chance the Rapper had ended up tweeting like, I guess in support, kind of like a support message for Kanye, because he had tweeted, because Kanye had put out a single where his mom was singing, who had passed away, and what's his name, Chance the Rapper was basically being like, oh, you know, he kind of like endorsed him in a way, endorsed Kanye as a presidential candidate. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Y'all, we can't do that. We really can't. Like, honestly, like, I get where he coming from. It's like, oh, is Biden so much better, blah blah blah. I'm like, honestly though, dude, like, Kanye has no chance of winning. Like, and even if he did have a chance of winning, like, do you know what he stands for? Like, why would he be suitable to run for office? That's the same predicament we in, where you have these people who aren't qualified being able to run for and obtain positions that they don't have no business in. You know what I mean? Like, why would we do that as a country? So yeah, my thoughts on that is do not vote Kanye. Do not vote Kanye. Do not vote Kanye. I can't believe like it would even have to be said, but just in case it does, like, just do not vote Kanye. Like, and then, like, speaking of Kanye and his peeps, the Kardashians. So then there was this whole thing where Kylie wore a black designer's stuff and decided to wear, okay, so the way Twitter was having you think what happened was that she basically wore the girl stuff and didn't want to tag the brand, the black designer, and or she started to delete comments and remove comments that was tagging the black designer. And so she came out saying like, that is not true. Why would I do something like that? Basically saying like that that was untrue. She would never do that. But the thing about it was that people were so upset just about her not even like tagging her in the first place, but she tagged, you know, Versace when she wore Versace, and Chanel when she wore Chanel, and all these other brands that she had worn, she had ended up tagging them in it. But so why couldn't she tag this black designer? Okay, here are my opinions on the subject. That girl is not like having to tag no damn body. She's a multi-million-dollar brand herself. That type of publicity is not, you know, her attaching herself to brand like established luxury brands like Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and everything like that. Even if she doesn't have a contract with them, which I believe she does get value out of that. She probably got the bag for free. They probably sent her stuff for free. We don't know, but I'm just saying, like, even if she didn't, attaching her brand to that only brings value. It's an established brand. It has credibility, you know, whatever. This girl's dress, who she wore, not established, obviously, because nobody really knew who this girl was. But then y'all saying like people were upset that she didn't tag her. Kylie, you know how much this girl probably get paid to market? Because that's exactly what that is, market somebody's brand. Like, she gets paid, she's an influencer, she gets paid to do that. So why would she give this girl free, you know, $1 million publicity? Like, to me, I was just like, okay, like, y'all need to like calm down. Like, she should not have to tag, or, you know, yeah, it would have been nice. She ended up doing it. She ended up tagging the girl because everybody was just going like insane about it. So she was just like making up like stories. And so she was just like, no, I would never do that. I obviously got the dress. I love it. And, you know, go support, blah, blah, blah. So this girl ended up getting all this damn publicity for no fucking like for free. Which, good for her. Kudos to her. Like, honestly, to each his own. Like, I mean, I don't think it was a big deal to just tag her, but I understand that your brand is something you have rules. Like, you get paid to do stuff like that. If they want to tag, they could pay you for it. You know what I mean? But the way people was behaving about that, I was just like, calm down. She is not required to tag no damn body. And if you're comparing it to her tagging Chanel, Louis Vuitton, that is one thing. But please tell me where she's tagged somebody for free who, you know, like a Fashion Over for free. You know what I mean? Like, what? So yeah, no, that was insane to me. I was like, wait, what we doing? Because we shouldn't be doing that. Y'all can't get mad at this girl because of something so petty. The nose contour is getting so good. Like, whoa. I hate it when they really gonna hate me. So, sweetie, you gonna hate the way this nose contour. Real catfishy. This came out so freaking cute. It's the highlight for me. Wow. And I don't even think it look ashy. Because some of this stuff is like, if you don't get the color that's your skin color, highlight, I don't even know how to say it, but if you don't, it shows. So yeah, I be like, oh baby, you need to get something that's your skin color type. But Juvia's Place be coming through with the looks. Oh, I ain't never take this off. Let me see. I'm gonna take it off on camera. Oh! I would wet my hair, but y'all, I'm not going nowhere, so I just don't. I will wet my hair, but I'm not going nowhere, so I just don't see the need to do so. But this is the final look. Thank you guys for tuning in to another video with your girl. I know I had like a bunch of topics that I wanted to like cover, so thank you guys for watching another video with me, and let me know your thoughts about any of my opinions in the comment section below. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.